Hey, what's up, guys? This is Karma, and I'm bringing you the long-awaited Blitz class sub video from me. Um, so we're just gonna hop right into it. I'm sorry it took forever to come out, but finally it's here. It's pretty simplistic, but I'll explain some of the reasons I have some of the things on certain guns, in terms of perks, specialists, equipment I use, blah blah blah. So let's just get right into it. So my first class, this class is only used on Warhawk and Octane. I only use an assault rifle on those two maps. Sometimes on Octane I'll switch it up and use a sub. It just depends on the situations. But for Warhawk and Octane, these are my two main classes. The Remington with the grip or the Remington with muzzle brake. So the reason I have two different ones is because sometimes the grip just doesn't work out for me. Sometimes I need to use muzzle brake because I'm not getting those close range kills because the bullets aren't grouped enough together that subs are just destroying me. Whereas the grip is a lot more useful for long range. So Warhawk I tend to use grip majority of the time. Octane I use grip majority of the time. But Warhawk is the one map that I will switch it up a lot and use the muzzle brake. It just depends what kind of situations I'm going to be in. If they're running around with lots of submachine gun pressure, I'll tend to use muzzle brake because that means I'm going to be in a lot more close range gunfights. So I want my chances to be better of beating a submachine gun if I have that, and if I'm playing ARs who are using grip, it will shred them up close. So that's a big factor. I have agility on my AR class, which I don't use in my Dom class anymore. The reason being is because in Blitz, the way we play, we don't camp. So agility really helps me get to where I need to be on the map and get to the enemy's team and spawn trap them or just hold it down for my teammates to come so we can run train on them, cap flags while I kill them. So that's why I use agility. You know, quick draw, that's you need it. If you're in a respawn game type and you don't have quick draw, you're already at a disadvantage. The stun grenade, I had one open point, so you know, there wasn't really a perk that I wanted. Sometimes I'll use resilience on maps like Warhawk and Octane because if you go on top of buildings and you get shot and then you fall down, you die a lot in this game. So resilience can help sometimes, but I've found that the best choice would be using a stun grenade as my fifth point. I have sleight of hand and steady aim as my specialist bonuses. Reflex is my first bonus at 8 kills or however many kills you need to get that. That is because I like to pick up a lot of guns when I play. If you watch me play, you'll notice that. So that gives me an advantage. You know, you can change your weapons really fast. If I still have my tactical equipment, I can throw those quicker. So, you know, it's just a first good perk to get. You know, either ICU or that you can use. Even tac mask you could use because, you know, some teams might use stuns. So those are my first two, you know, weapons and why I use them and the perks. The next four classes are predominantly my Freight Blitz classes. Obviously, there's only three Blitz maps. It's Freight, Octane, and Warhawk. So this is my main class: a steady aim, you know, lightweight marathon, ready up, dead silence, focus, MTAR, muzzle brake, grip. That is the probably most used class in Call of Duty Ghosts. So if you use that, you're already on a good start. Sleight of hand and quick draw, you could really put those, you could switch up the order they're in because sleight of hand, you know, it might not be extremely useful, but it also might be useful. You know, if you're getting lots of gunfights, you know, if people aren't dying, sleight of hand will be useful because if you're shooting them and they're not dying, you can reload quick and they won't be able to. But quick draw is also really good on subs. You know, some people like it a lot, some people don't. It's just it's just preferred, you know. I don't know. I can't think of the word. But some people prefer it, some people don't. Then again, reflex. You know, I like to pick up weapons. In Blitz, you run out of ammo a lot if you get on big streaks because it's a very fast game type. You're always in their face if you're playing it right. And reflex is actually a really good perk to have. My second class, which, again, is predominantly a Freight Blitz class, is the same class that you just saw except with tactical mask instead of steady aim. Reason being, some teams use stuns. If they do, that's just the biggest waste. But let them be. Attack resist, just in case. And then since I'm not using steady aim, take away sleight of hand, put steady aim on. Quick draw as my second specialist. Then sleight of hand is my third one. And then reflex again. So it's the same specialist perks, except you replace and add one on, if that makes any sense. This class I don't really use. It's kind of there just in case, you know, I need a clutch with a grenade, although realistically you should not ever have to rely on nades or stuns or semtexes in Blitz. So this class is just kind of there, you know, just to be there if I really, really needed it. Honestly, it's just there because it has a stun on it. It's the only class I use with a sub that has a stun, so you know, sometimes it's helpful. My last class is the Vector. I think, well, personally, it's one of my favorite guns to use in this game. It's, you know, it's kind of like the Tar, except I think it's stronger and shoots quicker, but it doesn't have the same amount of range, but you can still map people. I use the grip and red dot on it. I don't really like muzzle brake. I think that the recoil is way too much. So personally, I use grip. I use the red dot. On all my other guns, you'll see I use the blue dot, but for this class and this gun, I just feel the red dot's better. You know, same perk setup as my first MTAR class, except my specialist is actually swapped. Quick draw on the Vector is much better than quick draw on the Tar. It turns into like an assault rifle. If you've used it, you notice the aim-in time is a bit slow on the Vector, but if you have quick draw on it as your specialist bonus, which you get a lot in Blitz because, like I said, it's really fast paced. You have to get kills in that game type. So quick draw is really useful. And then the same specialist bonuses at the bottom. So I hope that helped. You know, just a quick run through of my Blitz class setups. That is pretty much why I use them and what maps I use them on. And I hope it helps you guys. And if you want anything else from me, you know, if you want me to go through gameplays and talk over them, just let me know. Post in the comments, and I'll get back to you. So thank you for watching my video.